This generation, I do think, has been one of the most underwhelming console generations of all time. Okay, PS3 360L were considered one of the most legendary generations of all time. Even to this day, a lot of people still agree that that was kind of the peak of gaming. Okay, I know some people might say the PS4 and Xbox One era was great, but the real peak of gaming was the 2000s. Okay, so it started with the PS2, GameCube, and Xbox, and ended with the 360, PS3, Wii, and DS as well. So yeah, and of course the PSP as well. The PS3, 360, Wii, DS, and PSP. So no matter what aisle of the console battlegrounds you are on, everyone was happy. Okay, because no matter what console you played or which console you bought, you were guaranteed to have games that you liked on each console. Whether if you were a Nintendo fan, whether if you were a PlayStation fan or an Xbox fan or a PC gamer, no matter what, people were happy. But these consoles are now almost 7 years old, and what's the defining games for this generation? Okay, I am genuinely curious. People say about Elden Ring, but Elden Ring was also on the last generation of consoles. Okay, we're talking about games that were exclusively for the next generation, this generation of consoles, and there aren't very many games. Okay, games that came and went, but for example, hasn't really been any major games. PlayStation, I think, had Astrobot as well, and Nintendo was doing Nintendo stuff, but you know, what are the standout games for this generation of consoles? Some people, I think Clear Obscure might be like the first real game, like the PS5 and Xbox Series as finally had. Because if you look at the games for the PS5, like next generation standout games, there hasn't really been many. Monster Hunter Wilds, Black Myth Wukong, I think was one, okay, of them, you know, as well. But not very many because most games until 2024 were mostly on the last generation of consoles. Baldur's Gate 3, I think, was also on the new generation of consoles as well here. But yeah, this has been a very underwhelming era of video games, I think, as well. Yeah, yeah, like there are very few games people are really excited for. Besides, I think GTA 6, there aren't very many games that people look forward to as well. Of course, I am looking forward to like a few games, but those are mostly by one company. So yeah, it just really shows how the decline of the video gaming industry as well. I really hope that the video game industry does recover because the 2000s of gaming, like, well, think of how many great games released in the 2000s. If unless you didn't grow up in the 2000s or didn't experience that time as well, here, there were so many amazing games: Bioshock, Mario Galaxy, Fallout 3, the original Bungie trilogy. You had GTA San Andreas as well, and even the early 2010s, you had Minecraft and GTA 5, which eventually became bestsellers. You had games like Skyrim, which is still to this day considered one of the greatest open world games of all time as well here. You had games like New Super Mario Bros. Wii, Mario Kart Wii, Smash Bros. Brawl as well here. And really, ever since like 2017, the gaming industry has kind of just gone downhill, especially really since the pandemic, especially. This is just the gaming industry now. It's just, the gaming industry had so many amazing games from that era of gaming, the 2000s. And then absolutely, everybody is like, man, the gaming industry really does suck now. Okay. And yeah, that is it about this video here. Goodbye.